Empty wallet and Happy New Year! Well, that's not how it's supposed to be, right? Shouldn't be Merry Christmas. I think it should, right? I'm Neil, and this is my take on Christmas event. So, welcome to this unusual video. I think the long-term subscribers already guess what is going to happen. The short one probably not, and new viewers welcome, because today will be no gameplay. Today we are going to open Excel sheet, or yeah, Excel sheet, multiple sheets, and we are going to crunch some numbers and see how much time you have to spend to grind the new adventures event, to get Panzer for Schmalturm, and what is a lucky draw, auction, and many other stuff. So let's start. The first event and the first box in our garage, it's called New Year's Adventure, and what it is, basically you are collecting cards, right? There it is. And you collect them every reset per day. And how do you collect them? You have to win, obviously. You have to win in a tank for the first time in that reset. Basically, it's the first win of a reset for a particular tank. So if you will win twice, you get the cards only for the first win. And how much cards you get, that depends what's a multiplication written right next to the tank name. Basically the default one is by 2, so if there's written by 2, you'll get 2 cards if you win. If there's written by 5, let's say Scorpion G celebrates anniversary, that means it's by 5, you get 5 cards for the first win. If you will second time, no cards. So you have to cycle your tanks, dust them off, especially the ones which are in your garage for ages and they are kind of rusty, so I think it's time to take a ride. Alright, so how you can improve number of cards you get. First one is to get a premium account. That means for every win, not every win, every first win in a tank, you get 1 more card. So you will not get 2 or 5, you get 3 or 6. Also applies for tanks in auction. In auction which are now, or even which are later on. So on Blitz website, where you have your lovely Christmas tree right now, there is a button at auction where you can purchase a tank for gold, obviously, and every day the tank price is getting down, but the number of tanks is limited. So the longer you wait, the tanks are cheaper. Those are the tanks in auction. But every 7 days these tanks get recycled. So if you will wait way too long, they will either run out of stock or get recycled and you can't buy it anymore. So those are the tanks in auction. So if you drive those, and if you have one of them already in your garage, good for you, you'll get 1 more card for win in the tank. So you can all in all improve from 2 to 5 to 4 to 7 in the best case scenario. What you can exchange your cards for? You can get a candy canes, another new currency for this event, and Panzer for Schmalturm. We'll start with Panzer for Schmalturm because that's the simpler one. So it all starts like a Christmas, you feel like a Christmas. The first stage is 10 cooldown boosters for 10 cards. That means 5 wins. In the best case scenario, 2. Still feels like a Christmas. Then we go second stage, third, fourth, fifth. You are still around 20 cards per stage. You get premium, you get combat boosters, free slot, free garage slot, 100,000 credits. Then it gets a bit more rough, but not that much, and that's 5,000 free experience in 6th stage for 43 cards. That's still like 20 games? 20 wins. Still, we are talking about wins, not the games. And the 7th stage feels like a blow, because before you were used to 20 40 cards per stage, and here you are with 300 cards. That makes total 440 cards. You need to win at least 220 times if you don't have anniversary in your tank, if there is no Christmas, like 24th of December, because I guess in that time there'll be 5 times experience, so the grind will be a bit easier. But still, we are talking about 200 games. Now moving on to candy canes, and then we will look into bigger tables. Candy canes. Candy canes can be used for improving and making your tree in the Blitz web portal more fancy. By improving it, you are getting additional rewards, so collecting candy canes makes sense and can give you pretty nice rewards at the end. So we have 7 exchanging options, basically, one at a time, and you can exchange 5 canes for 28 cards, 20 canes for 112 cards, and so on, up to 95 canes for 531 cards. 531 cards is about 270 games, so that's quite a lot. All in all, you can get 350 canes for 1959 cards. That is almost 1000 wins without premium account. With premium account is a bit faster, like quite faster. So, but why I have something like a sum here and desired here? Well, in stage 3 on the tree, you will see later on, you can get a lucky ticket, and any canes above that, if you are going for free, if you are not going to spend any gold, experience or money, you don't need, you will waste. So the red ones are the ones you should not open if you are going for free, because those will only slow you down. These 5 boxes are the ones you are searching for to open, so you will get exactly 295 canes, which you really need to open the 3rd stage in the tree, but that it's something we'll discuss later on. Moving on to Panzer for Schmalturm, and you can see there is something like can't make it on time, might do with Christmas time, and so on. So we have here a small proportion of players. You see they are split by color, so it will be easier for us to scroll to the right. 40%, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And as we are discussing that you can get only cards for first win in a tank, the number of tanks in garage really makes the difference, especially if you have time and you are willing to spend time. And in that case, if you are willing to spend time, you might consider getting garage slots if you have only 10, which is I think the free stay, like 10 slots. So without any premium account, sorry, this is wrong, premium, yeah, without any premium account and playing any auction tank, you need to have 220 wins. So that's quite a lot, right? With premium or auction tank, you need 147, and with premium and auction tank, you need 110 games, and that's quite a lot still. Alright, moving on. We are going to translate it into time, because as you have only 10, let's say in this case 10 tanks in your garage, you can get only 20 cars, or in the best case scenario 50, but I don't think you will have 5 tanks which are celebrating anniversary at the same time. The only exception might be the Christmas period, which I assume will be 5 times experience, like it was many years ago as well. But we are calculating with 2 times experience for the whole period. So if you are going for without premium and without action tanks. We are looking into spending 27 days, almost 28 days, playing this game twice a day, because we have 2 days resets, 10 wins each. So this is our estimation how much you have to wait till you will be able to get Panzer IV Schmalturm. If you have a premium or you play auction tank, you are completely safe with 18 days, because whole period of collecting cards is 20 days, so that's pretty safe. All other scenarios for 40%er, you are perfectly alright. If you have 50 tanks in a garage, you might have a rough time finding time for that, but if you can do and actually score 100 games every day, which sounds like a job again, then you are looking into up to 3 days, in the worst case 6 days. So hardcore players, there you go, you will definitely unlock it. The orange one basically means you might do it with a Christmas time. If you are in the orange, I would advise you to get a 10 garage slots and get even tier 1 tanks, and you are perfectly fine with basically 13 days at the end. 45%er have it bit better, obviously. That's a 50%er, 22 days in the worst case. Let's say most of us have 20 tanks in a garage, so you are looking to 11 days, so you should be able to get Panzer IV Schmalturm for sure, and so on and so on, until we'll end up with 70%er. If he have 50 tanks and he's playing all day long, he'll make it in 3 days. Pretty sweet. Or 1.6 days if he have 100 premiums, right? Alright, but this is not a main problem. You can still do it, and still for 20 tanks in garage you have to play 40 games every day. 20 wins. That means for average player, for 50% player, you need 40 games for reset. That means 80 games every day. These 11 days for 50% without premium and auction tank is 80 games every day for 11 days. That's 960 games. That's a ridiculous amount, but yeah, you can do it eventually. But in this point, I would say, if you have time, do it. If not, don't bother. Alright, but what about the other part, the candy canes? We needed 440 cards for Panzer IV Schmalturm. What about candy canes? You see, if we are going only for desired amount of candy canes, we need 1652 cards. That's like, what the hell? That's a ridiculous amount. It's almost 4 times more, and it really results in a number of games needed. You need 980 games without premium or action tank. You need 653 games with premium or action tank, and 490 if you combine them. Isn't that ridiculous? And those are not games, those are wins. That means 2000 games for premium without premium or action tank, and 1000 games basically with premium and auction tank. And the calculations are even more rough from my point of view, because you see all those reds that says don't bother, don't try it. If you fall into any of these categories, if you are 40%er and you are going to spend 100 games every day, you are probably not going to make it. That's ridiculous. Sorry, this should be different, huh? Yeah, my mistake. Alright, fixed. So, and so on. You see, there are way too many reds. Basically, you really need to have premium account in this case, or loads of tanks. Here let's say here, where is our 50%er? Here is our 50%er, yeah? This is our 50%er. He have 50 tanks. He needs to score 50 wins every reset. That means 100 wins every day, and for 50% that's 200 games. That's a ridiculous amount of time. I don't know if it's actually doable. And 50% can't do it with 20 tanks actually with premium account. He can do it with 50 tanks, or he can do it with combining with auction tanks. So I would say from this point, if you are 50% and you don't have 20 tanks, don't bother with the event. Just don't bother. It makes no sense. Looks like we have this one not correct as well. Yeah, okay, this one's fixed as well. Alright, so you see, this is a proper definition of grindfest. You have to spend your whole Christmas time to grind the tanks. That's not alright. You should spend your time with family and so on, right? So, alright, but let's say, and I would strongly advise you to basically ignore the candy canes, because there is no reason to go for candy cane unless you have like no family or no time. I don't know. And focus on Schmalturm. Focus on that, because there is a bigger chance you'll do it, and it is doable, right? If there is something like for 50%, if you have premium account, you need 7.4 days. You still need to put 80 games every day. That's a ridiculous amount, but you can put 40 games and every day, and you will be able to actually get Schmalturm. Okay, so let's say we decided to go for Schmalturm, we are 50% and so on. If you don't like yourself and you are really going free for candy canes, there you are. Get 295 and get one lucky ticket draw, and that's it. But you are going to spend your whole Christmas period playing tanks basically non-stop. So there is another bonus here. If you decided to go for Panzer IV Schmalturm, you need, yeah, already mentioned 440 cards. We have Christmas boxes, the second part of this event, and that's either nice in some point. The gold boxes are, well, they are not cheap, but they are definitely cheaper than the normal value of a gold, and the other boxes. But we are going to look first into Christmas boxes for a gold, because we have still the same cards. We are collecting cards and we can buy gold boxes. There is a limit to them. You can get one legendary. I think I have it written here. Yeah, number of boxes right here. So you can get one legendary box, you can get 2 epic boxes and 5 rare boxes. Each of them have some starting value, so if you don't bother by grinding cards, you can still get 4,000 gold right away. If I were you, I would probably wait a bit more time, probably to the middle of the Christmas, if you are not really pushing it, when it will be, let's say, 10,000 or 12,000, and then purchase it, because then the value will be kind of alright, and you might be able to get some tanks from auction. But other than that, if you really want to make your money worth, get the max yield per box option, 20,000 gold. The nice thing about legendary box is every card which you get, and you don't have to put it into that box, it's being collected on the side, and all these boxes are filled at the same time. You get 35.6 gold for every card, and to fill it up you need 449 cards. So it's only 9 more than for Panzer IV Schmalturm. So for free you get Panzer IV, and for another 4 or 5 battles you'll get 20,000 gold. For in our country it's like worth of 2 very good lunches. For epic it's not that good. You get less gold per card, less even less on a rare one. You need quite a lot of cards to fill your box, but on the other hand you can get 2 of them, and those boxes are being filled in parallel. It doesn't matter how much you play, basically. You don't have to put that card into the box. Every time you play and you decide, let's say, to get some candy canes, those cards are already counted towards the boxes. So this is like separate currency, even though it's called the same. At the end, as you have noticed, we have number of boxes. To collect all the gold in these packages, you need to play 1125 wins. That's even more than for candy canes. So if you are already collecting candy canes and you already have spent 200 games every day, and you got all the candy canes, and you then got enough cards as well, you can look up to 44,500 gold for only non-existent Christmas for you. Alright, that being said, it's a nice feature, and I would wait for the best value for money. I would wait till the 5th of January or so and then exchange it. I think it's definitely worth it. Especially the legendary one is best value for money. The other ones, the epic one, maybe the rare one feels like a desperate option if you choose that one. Sure, it's cheaper, but I would really rather put a bit more euros, dollars, yens, whatever, and get the bigger one. It's definitely better value, and it will pay off later on for sure, way much more. Now the worst part of this event. I called it gambling or Christmas boxes of luck, because this is nowhere near any skill, any whatever, it's just only luck. Yet, if you're going freeway and you spend your Christmas playing tanks, you'll get candy canes, as I already mentioned, and that's currency related to these Christmas boxes, or to the process of getting lucky ticket. Basically, how to get them, the freeway, grind fast, how much you can get them from 0 to 350, chance it's guaranteed, once you get it, it's yours, and the prize is just your lifetime. Only lifetime, right? Then we have a lucky ticket, which is basically a lottery. The way you get lucky tickets for free is making your tree fancy by using candy canes, by improving your tree to making it more fancy. In that case, you'll get only one lucky ticket, because you can't get up over 3rd stage with free candy canes. You would need to acquire from other places, like boxes. Yeah, lucky boxes. They call it candies, I would call it unlucky boxes, but yeah. Getting back to the freeway, the way how to get the lucky ticket is guaranteed. You get one, you have your chance, you can go and take a lucky draw, more likely lucky lottery, but yeah, let's call it a draw today. And yeah, you need 295 candy canes. So the other way how you can get the lucky tickets and candy canes, it's by opening boxes. The first one is by opening it for experience. 50,000 experience per box is quite a lot, but you can get from 2 to 100 candy canes. You have 81% chance to get one of some candy canes out of the range, and you have 1% chance to get a lucky ticket. So You have to be really lucky. The 1% is really low chance. It's basically wasn't it even for Scorpion G 1%? I think it was. So if you open 10 times a box of sugar-free candy, the chance are same. The chance is same. The how much you can get candy canes is also same, and the lucky ticket is also same. It's just 1% chance per box. There is not like 10% chance. It's 1% chance per box. Nice thing about it, it will cost only 400,000 free experience. I never had that much free experience at the same time, but probably there are people which are, and that's 20% off. So if you have that experience and you want to try these, you should probably get 10 then rather 10 times 1. Same applies for 10 times box of vanilla candy and box of strawberry candy. I think these are just the candies Wargaming will be eating them. But anyway, yeah. 1 time box of vanilla candy, it's the same chance, not same chance, same range of candy canes from 2 to 100. It's completely random from this case, so you can get 9 or whatever. I hope it's really random, because I don't think it can be in average 50, right? Or 51. You have 73% chance to get some of these candy canes. You might not. You have 27%. You will not get a single candy cane from the box. And there is though 3% chance to get a lucky ticket. It's still, you still have to be very lucky to get lucky ticket in this case, and it will cost you 1500 gold. Quite a lot, isn't it, for these chances? As well, what the hell? But yeah, if you're going to go this route, again, picking a 10 boxes, if you are going to spend for 10 boxes, is definitely more reasonable, because you get the sale off. It's not 20% anymore, it's 10% off, but it's still alright. But these prices are anyway pretty bad. Then moving on to a box of strawberry candy. Real money boxes. Because they are real money, you have way bigger range of how much you can get. Speaking of candy canes, from 16 to 200, that means the average should be over 100, but it can be 16. But the chance is 90%, so there's 10% chance you will not see a single candy cane from a box worth of couple of beers. In my country, I can get drunk for the price, I guess. But yeah, there is also 10% chance you'll get a lucky ticket. So it's not much, but yeah, 10% is the best you can get. Again, if you decide you are going to, instead of getting beers or nice lunches or so, and you decide to go and get these boxes, go and get 10 times box. The price is about 1 gaming mouse, I guess. The chances are same, so yeah, this might be an option for you. So these are the ways how you can get lucky tickets and candy canes with not for free. If you win all those candy canes, you can still keep improving your tree, and that's the last way how you can get T-22. And that's no, it's not last way, it's the first way actually, the first way. So the T-22, you are, as I already said, you are upgrading the tree. You need these candy canes, as you see, and you are, every time you unlock some stage, you get here are the rewards, and as you progress in tier, in stage 5, you get that really wanted T-22. Alright, so the first stage is 2,000, 200,000 credits and 1 day of premium. Second stage is 3 garage slots and leather attachment. Third stage is the one you will reach playing for free. You will not reach any higher. It's KV2, legendary ammo, lucky dice attachment, and 1 lucky ticket. That's what I was talking all the time. That's the reason why you should check this table and don't go for 5 and 50 games. The fourth stage, basically first real money stage or first gold stage or experience stage, is IS-3 and M48 legendary camo and 2 lucky tickets. Okay, 2 lucky tickets. And then fifth stage is the one which you or everyone wanted, actually, I think, at the beginning, that T-22. You'll get the music lover attachment, you get honorary decorator of the New Year 3. I have no idea what it is, I hope it's something worth, and 2 lucky tickets. Another 2 lucky tickets, so you got already 5 of them. And if you decided you want the highest stage, you get legendary camo for T-22, you get 2 attachments, you get Christmas wreath avatar, and you get 5 more lucky tickets. But at that point you needed 3,430 candy canes. That 10 times more you can get for free. And if we consider you have chance for this box for a strawberry to get an average 100, I'm already lost, 100 candy canes, you need to open 30 of them. Let that sink in. That's 30 really expensive boxes. So yeah, there is a chance to get T-22 for free or T-95A6, and that's by attending a lucky draw. That lucky draw is basically that 1 lucky ticket you'll get, where it is, in stage 3 if you grind yourself through the Christmas. And here are the chances. There is 1% chance you'll get T-22, 2% chance to get T-95E6. Any tier 10 in the draw is 4%, 6% for 10,000 gold, 8% for tier 8, 12% for tier 7, and 15% for 20,000 free experience. There it is. So the reason why I'm not really going to advise you to go for a box of sugar candy unless you have like billions of free experience. So you have 1% chance for a lucky draw, and you have 1% of that. 1% already, that's 100% actually to get T-22. You have to be really lucky, and I would say if you are that lucky you might go and take a lottery. You will definitely win like second or third prize, and then you can spend that on lucky draw as much as you want, but it's your decision what you do. Yeah, grind fast bonus, and gambling. There we are. That's my take on Christmas event. My advice here is, if you are casual player like many of us, I don't consider myself pro player, I'm casual player doing like 20 games a day or so. Don't bother, play what you like, take what you get. It's not really worth dragging yourself to the game and spending all the time playing the game, because only thing you can do is burn out yourself, and you might get full of the game. You might want to stop playing, because playing that much in so short period, that's not the way to go. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do so, please subscribe to my channel. If you didn't, well, you know, there is a dislike button the other way. If you liked it, click the like button, please. So I will have idea if you are really like these statistics and the number crunching and so on. Yeah, I'm a bit sorry it took probably way too long time to record, but I really wanted to point out to not spend your time with trying to get something. I think play what you want, enjoy it, and that's what our game's for. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in next videos. And in the meantime, I really wish you Merry Christmas and real Happy New Year. Spend it with your family if you have some, and if not, join our Discord channel. There will be always someone online. And yeah, I wish you loads of great battles, loads of ammo boxes as usual, and engine fires, and lucky games, maybe that one lucky draw. And yeah, see you guys.